Hey guys, I'm Captain Foley,
I'm Connor Kongs.
and we are Team Trekyards, and we have some amazing, cool, awesome Discovery fleet action. We got more than one ship. Let's take a look, because this is what we're all about. This is our bread and butter.
It's amazing because if I framed it, it's literally under 1 second of, I think it's under, how many? It's literally, we did it. It's 21 frames. It's under a second worth of footage, but it's a fleet shot. It came out of nowhere, and it makes our something. So first thoughts.
First thoughts, I was blown away. I actually found out about this when I was doing a live thing on Trekyards today, live Q&A. Somebody mentioned it, and I'm like, what? It was actually Daniel from Space Talk said, have you checked it out? You guys are going to be busy. I'm like, oh, well, send it my way.
And Aaron Harvey from Trek FM messaged me with it, so I want to know.
Yeah.
And it's interesting. I will say, online on TrekCore, there are only screen caps. When you frame by frame this and see it, it actually reveals some of the stuff that they're implying isn't necessarily true, and stuff I was thinking isn't necessarily true, because it is different. So, very interesting 1 second.
It is, and we will break it down into amazing video. Yeah, so I'm blown away by the ships we're seeing. We're seeing some very stylistic ships, and some that are very familiar, and I'm excited, personally. I mean, do you want to go through each frame, or what do you want to do? How do you want to do this?
Well, I think we'll just... Now, well, first of all, the big ship.
Yes.
I mean, any which way, we were right about that MSD that came out yesterday, or the Turbolift, not being the Shinjo. One of these ships is. Yes. This is that ship. So, yay, we stuck with our guns, and people already commenting, well done. I think it might be this front ship because of the way it's this is not the Shinjo, the engines are different, it's definitely a Shinjo-esh saucer. It's clearly like, you know, a generation back, because just Shinjo is an older ship. It's like the same generation, but going a different direction, which is awesome, great. Why wouldn't we see that? It's like seeing the Connie saucer from multiple different ships. Could very well be the one we see in the trailer. I think it's flying upside down personally. Or do you think it's flying the right side up?
I think it's flying the right side up, and I think there's another one that I think relates to the MSD, but we'll talk about that later.
Yes. What do you think about his first ship then? Because if it was flying that way up, then that's actually kind of cool with upper slung nacelles.
Yeah, it's kind of like the original idea for the Reliant with the nacelles on top. I think it's neat. I mean, it could be upside down, totally 100%. I could agree with you there, because it's a space battle. We don't have to stay on a horizontal plane, two-dimensional thinking. We can roll. We can do a whole bunch of stuff. And I think we're going to see a lot of that in this show.
Yes.
So it's hard to say, but I hope it's kind of that way, with them being up personally.
Well, if you look at the saucer rim, I mean, it's going... That would be the way it should go. If it's the other way, that's the opposite way around how it would normally be.
Yeah.
And the deflector being underneath is a norm. That's closer to every other ship ever. So to have it on top is a very Shinjo thing, whereas this would follow other ships. Yeah.
So, yeah, and we got blue phasers, which is good. Harkens back to TOS.
But if you watch the thing, they're phaser bolts, they're not phasers, as we see in other bits. They are very, very quick. They're single frame bursts, they're not distinct phaser, which is kind of sad, but hey.
True.
And if you go to the last frame, as it's doing this big turn, you can see huge impulse engines actually on the struts, it looks like. Yeah. And some very odd curves. I mean, this is actually quite a... I mean, look how many decks are in the smaller part. I mean, the saucer is 3 decks big, at least. Yeah. It doesn't look like a big ship, but it's actually a big... pretty meaty ship.
And while we're on this last frame, I just want to point out that the ship you see in the bottom right there, where the nacelles are underneath, again, another interesting configuration, very cool. But I think that is more of the ship that's on the MSD personally.
Frame. Thank God CBS gave us his last frame. Because, look, it's got sort of, it's like a saucer, but the engines are in the saucer. It looks kind of like some other fan ones, and the bridge module might be on the bottom, maybe if the bridge module is red, but no, the other one's been red.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be on the bottom, but
no, unless it's flying upside down, which is fine.
Yeah,
it's a different configuration. But are you finished on that ship? Because I have one more big thing to say about the ship. If you haven't,
yeah, I am finished on that ship.
Stuart, this is for me one of the biggest revelations of this trailer, and it's a weird revelation. But look at the back. Look at the back of the engine nozzle, or the balls at the back of the engine are orange. Now, why is that important, Stuart?
I don't know. Why is that important?
Oh, okay. Because nothing in Prime canon has orange besides back balls, except the Franklin, which has bright orange back balls.
Oh, really?
And that was the intermediate link. well, it's not really. It's older than the NX. Yeah, bright orange back balls.
They do light up too.
Yeah, and so that's another interesting visual tie-in to the JJ films, because that's only been seen in that, and only in that line of evolution, even though all these ships certainly feel more like that. And it'd be very random to suddenly have Prime ships, because none of the NX, which are all newer than the Franklin, obviously the Franklin we see is the post-refit, so it's sort of newer than all those ships. But I thought that's quite a big revelation, because we know Bassards are red from Inside Source and other little bits and bobs, but to have back pieces be orange is like, ooh, that's a JJ-verse thing. Interesting, because it's not one copyright, so they can't just use it, unfortunately. Unless they really wanted to pay them to. I don't know.
Well, anyway, let's see. Go to I don't know, somewhere in the middle there. there's a ship in the upper left or the lower left-hand corner. Sorry,
yes,
that looks amazingly like a TOS version of the Miranda class. I mean, beautifully so. It doesn't look like it has a roll bar per se. But it's so quick. But we know there are different variations of the Miranda without roll bars. That makes me really excited to see that. That looks amazing.
Now, in Trekcore and some other sites, it's saying it's the Europa. Now, I thought it was as well, but when you frame by frame it, and believe me, this is literally frame by frame. You can see it does not got 4 nacelles, because they are. You would see the 4 struts, and you would see the 4. But it's definitely a bridge on the top, because it's lit.
Yep.
The registry is where it is. It's a black ship. Most likely, like the Europa, or very, very dark grey. And I do see those two back. It's got like rectangles in the hull, almost exactly like the Miranda does.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is brilliant. I mean, yeah, I'm going to do a Photoshop where I combine the frames to see it as one long image. But I mean, it is a spitting image of a I guess, Section 31 JJ Verse Miranda class Prime.
Yeah. Well. Yes, so I'm super excited to see this. I didn't expect this today.
3 ship reveals. 3 very low-res fuzzy ship reveals.
Yes, and of course we will take the time to look at them all individually once we've seen the show and know what the ships are. We'll speak about all these individually.
And you know that if there's a fleet battle, you know, Klingon versus Federation, which is not what they were, that's going to be huge. We're going to have screen caps of Federation ships every week. I mean, my goodness, this is so exciting. Now, question: we see 2 more ships. There's a top, so middle of the set, top left, top, middle right.
Yeah.
Thoughts on the very fuzzy?
on the one in the upper left.
Well, upper left, my gut says that is a Kelvin-esque. 2, one up, one lower, rather than side by side. Just the way it's flying.
You know what it looks like to me? It looks very much like an Oberth class style.
Ooh, interesting.
I mean, it's very hard to see from these images, but that's the feel I get from it. I don't know if it's just because we've been Oberth out lately, because we've done other things. But that's what I see when I see that, and I hope that's the case. I would love to see something like that.
Yeah. I guess all the ships are angling this way, so it could easily just be 2 parallel nacelles. But the one on the right is interesting because it's either by the orientation of every other ship, it looks as if it's top slung nacelles. Do you think that's identical to the one we're seeing in the foreground as well?
That's what I was just going to suggest. But yeah, you've got me intrigued with the edge of the saucer. I'm thinking this one closest to us might be upside down, but if not, then I think the one in the distance is the exact same, or it's a shot of it from underneath, much like it's kind of the same design as the Shinzao almost, the Shinzhou or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's hard to say. I don't know what orientation we're looking at, but I'm excited.
See, my gut says we're actually looking at 5 different designs. I think they're going to hit us with completely original. I mean, obviously, Miranda, but different designs that they're going to have. Lots of different Klingons, lots of Federation to show in the first episode, whichever episode they appear in. We've got a fleet because we know they designed a lot of ships. And yeah, I mean, just this first one is different, but it's very familiar. I think we've loved the idea of a kit-bashed fleet in a sense, but if these are upslung, I'm gonna like that a lot. And
I'm just clicking back and forth through the pictures, so it's moving, and I'm loving the fluidity of it. It's awesome.
Yeah, a lot of pulse phases.
Yeah, well, we can deal with that when we get there.
Rathacon had them too, so
yeah,
although
exactly.
Shields down, it appears, because they hit and it explodes.
Well, yeah.
There's a raging battle. And I will also point out that I know we added Red Bassards to our Discovery, but there is several frames where you can see the front of the Basards in 2 different ships, and they are red. So they are going to keep that visual continuity, which is good.
Yes.
But yeah, so blurry, lightened by me, vaguely high def, taken off Twitter, but we had 2 ships for so long. Then the Europa came out of nowhere, and now another brand new set of fleet shots. And boy, we will be busy.
Oh yes.
Oh my God, Stuart! Do we even have enough life force for this? We have not even been prepared, I don't think, and they're throwing stuff at us every day here. Stop it!
We'll deal with it. We're going to be seeing a lot of each other, unfortunately.
Shall I quote Stargate? I think I should quote Stargate for this. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Exactly. And it's our day off. It's our day off, but we thought we would jump on here real quick, chat with each other and you guys about this fantastic new reveal, and so. There you go. We're helping you guys out, hopefully.
I mean, they didn't just give us one ship; they gave us a fleet shot. That's brilliant.
They must release these and go, I wonder what the Trekyards guys are going to do. Let's watch.
And boy, they had it out within 3 hours. God, and it's like 2 a.m. for Sam. Yeah. A week to go, Stuart. We've got Orville tomorrow. We're going to review and talk about Orville tonight for you, and then tomorrow for me, and then you'll have content for that. This is the time, guys.
It is. The time is now. It's a great time to be alive and be a Star Trek fan for sure. So
there's going to be so much Trek. And Galaxy Quest-esque stuff. And Basards and phases.
Anyway, guys, what do you guys think about this new reveal? Do you think that's Miranda class? Do you think there's No Birth back in the background there? What do you think? Let us know in the comments below. Looking forward to it. And until next time in the next great reveal.
It'll be so soon as well, you know.
I know. But we'll see you soon, guys.
Yeah.
Till then, I'm Captain Foley.
I'm Guns. Woo!
Bye, everybody.
Chips. Bye, guys.